that you can go to, at least when it gets rainy, you know that I will be compensated somewhere, or, because there is a possibility that this might not work out. There is a possibility I may not be able to keep this particular job, so I need to be sure that my child will make it to high school. So you go and get an education policy. That's not how God works. It's not about waiting for things to get, out of what you expect, to get a little bit difficult. And at the time you have something to fall back on. God knows something that you fall back on when it gets rainy. God is about, you start with him from the very beginning, you walk with him all the way to the very end, even when you are not seeing, even when it cannot be explained. So there are other things that I have noted about faith. Some of the things you cannot be able to explain them. Praise Jesus. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. You cannot be able to explain. Like the way you are able to, I've talked about describing, you can be able to explain, you can be able to talk about certain, you can be able to explain very well. But faith is not about what you can be able to explain. When we read of Elijah, because a man of great faith, when he was at Mount Carmel, when he had gathered the prophets of Baal, there was, the prophets of Baal, and King Ahab was also there, and they prayed so that God, the true living God may be known. So the Baals had their time to pray to their gods, and of course when Elijah prayed, God answered him by fire. We know of that particular story. But after that, what did Elijah speak to Ahab? He told Ahab, you need to go to Jezreel. You need to go to, you need to, ensure that at least you get to your shelter, because I hear the sound of heavy rain. At that particular time, it was very dry. In fact, there was drought for 3 years. He is the one who had prayed because of the unrighteousness, ungodliness, the idolatry that was there, that it did not rain for 3 years. But now here is Elijah telling Ahab, for 3 years there was no rain. But he's telling Ahab, you need to get to your place, eat and drink. Eat and drink. That was the specific instruction that he gave to Ahab. Eat and drink, because I hear the sound of heavy rain. That sounds crazy. Praise Jesus. I hear the sound of heavy rain, and there's nothing. You cannot be able to, it cannot be seen, it cannot be explained. There is nothing, that there was no clouds, there was nothing.